Hello everyone, my name is Caden and welcome to The Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. So, this is a series that I don't know really anything of. I've heard good things about this series. But I don't actually really know anything actually about the series. I don't even know what kind of gameplay I know it's like RPG. That's all I really know. But it seems like something that I would like. There are a lot of games in this series, so many in fact, that I have like 10 of them. I got like 10 of them in a summer sale or so. This is probably gonna be, I know that usually on my channel I end up doing like let's say for Danganronpa for example, I played all the Danganronpa games all at once. Like one after the other. That's probably not gonna happen for Trails here, I'm gonna be honest. Because again, at the moment I have 10. So what we'll probably do is like beat one game, then we'll do another game, we'll beat the next, yada yada, whatever. But I'm very interested to see what this game's like. Again, I love my RPGs, so let's see what another one can bring. Shall we begin? We have 3 difficulties. Average difficulty for those wanting a little challenge, hard, a difficult setting for those who find a normal a bit lacking, and nightmare. It's your funeral. May Eidos be with you. Let's do normal. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Again, I know nothing about this series. Literally nothing.
He's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too.
Is this me? Are we Estelle?
And Sheriff's got on traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner.
Hey, I'm home.
Daddy!
Sorry I've kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away?
Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you?
Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present.
Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training?
Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry?
I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Hey, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present?
Oh, you're a sharp one. I want you to come have a look. It's a kid. It's a guy.
What?
Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? You have a brother now.
Why is my present a boy?
Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up.
Wake him up? Me still alive?
Do you want him dead? Jeez.
That's kind of dead if you ask me.
Jesus. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating up a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. He almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too.
He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it.
That's nice and all, but how do you come clean and fess up?
Fess up?
Yeah, who is this kid anyway? Why is he hurt? Why'd you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray mommy?
Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Scheherazade, I assume.
Yep, that's right.
Oops. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name.
You mean bracer business?
Something like that. Oh, look.
Huh?
He's waking up. Is this going to be our main character?
His eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I?
So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest.
What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why? Why didn't you just leave me there to die?
Why? Well, that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you?
Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! Ah! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like this just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright.
She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age?
Now that you mention it. Wait a minute, don't try and change this up. Ow, ow! Ow! Quit yelling. Alright, already. You jumping on me like that isn't gonna make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling in, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear Y-E-L-L-I-N-G? Never mind. Just forget it.
As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad.
Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, the thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite to not tell me yours?
It seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment.
Fine. My name is...
What? My name is Opening Sequence. Ooh. I still don't got it. I do wonder, maybe I should be looking up if this is going to be a game that gives me a choice. Like, do I name the main character? Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Weapon. Dragonfly. Harmonica. Do we have dual swords? Wow, I get 2 swords? Letters. Oh god, card games. Am I gonna have to learn an entire card game? Is this gonna be one of those games where it's just like, oh hey, in addition to your main game, you have an entire big ass card game on the side here that's like fully developed and could probably be its own game on its own? What's it called? Gwent from Witcher 3 or whatever? Or whatever the card game in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is as well. What is the one in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth called? I cannot remember, even though I played that game not too terribly long ago. Why can I not remember that? This is a cool sequence, by the way. That looks like an eye. Something I'm wondering is... Something I'm trying to figure out with this game so far is... Is this... like? It's obviously not medieval. It's like a mix of machine with fantasy almost, it seems. It seems like there are aspects of fantasy plus machine and all that. I mean, I guess in a way, if we're talking like fantasy mixed with machine, I guess... You know, I mentioned Final Fantasy VII. I mean, that's kind of what that is, right? I mean, fantasy with machines and stuff. Technology. Is that kind of the kind of world that this game is? Or series? Fantasy and technology combined? It seems cool, though. Again, I'm excited to see what's in store. I will also say, this is a lot longer than I would have anticipated. There we go. The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. I will say, I do think it's good for me to be playing a game like this that seems... I don't know, like, what kind of story I'm getting myself into, but it definitely seems a lot more... Okay, for reference's sake, the game that I last played, or yesterday I beat Steins Gate. And after beating Steins Gate, I think I need a game with a lot more lightheartedness in its presentation and everything, just to rejuvenate my soul. Anyways, it looks like our character's a lot older now all of a sudden.
It's so bright in here. Man, I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that still means Joshua's still in bed.
Oh, so is that the other main character's name?
Guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then, too.
So Joshua's the main character's name. Okay, I don't have to figure out a name. Or figure out what the main character's name is online. Joshua likes his harmonica. I feel like I don't hear harmonica a lot. I don't know why.
Hi. Nice, Joshua. Bravo.
Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you up.
Nah, I was already up when I heard you start playing.
Howdy. Music good so far, by the way.
Can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber.
What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man.
How wrong you are, Joshua. You may be thinking that I'm clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, how fortunate for you.
You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. Like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again?
The Whereabouts of Light.
That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration.
You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that I don't do something that uses my whole body. That if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl's gonna be impressed with just that.
Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although, I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? Excuse you?
That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago.
Really? I'll believe it when I stop fighting beetles in the hallway.
Hey, Stone! Joshua!
Is that the father? Hey!
Morning, Dad.
Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready?
It's ready and waiting. I look the exact same. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold?
Okay.
I'm on my way. This seems cute.
Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed.
Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle?
Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot or grow a lot.
Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too.
That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point.
And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad.
Okay, so... First thing of importance that I need to figure out, it seems, is what are bracers and what's the point of them?
That means I'm not gonna let you treat me like a kid anymore, either.
You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning. In other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer.
Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you, too.
That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember?
Huh? Wait, what test?
Bruh. Uh-oh. Please tell me that you didn't forget about this test, Estelle.
You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework?
Crap. Totally forgot. Now you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other.
I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Also, how did you say an emoji? I saw that star. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality?
You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you.
I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's gonna be waiting for us there.
Sounds like planned. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting.
Sounds good.
Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests?
Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about Rouen-styled scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce?
What's that?
I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs. You're alright. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelette. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make it something edible.
How rude. I can't actually say he's wrong.
Damn. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the liberal news from the general goods store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today.
Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store.
500 Mira, I assume that's the currency. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending.
Alright, thanks, Dad.
Okay, heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Sherazade my regards. You got it.
Ooh, it's fast.
By the way, Dad, is it gonna be alright if you stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple days now.
Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. Don't you worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon.
It's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth.
Damn. How about yourself? Shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? Sherazade is waiting, right? Okay, so sometimes I do want to try and talk to people multiple times, it seems. Good to know.
Well, let's explore for a bit. Is there anything of note here? Anything I can yoink from our family here? Anything? I want to steal goodies. I will say rest. I'm gonna fall asleep before we take the test. Sleepy time. Alright, seems like there's nothing in there. Can't open chests. I can sleep in someone else's bed.
Can't open chests.
Alright. I'm noticing... Okay. Already I'm noticing something else that's going to be interesting to figure out. The bomb left with the HUD. Obviously I know what HP is, but there's also EP and CP. I am not EP right now. I just woke up, so... But what is CP? Actually... Ooh! Stell Bright. How do I look at... Ah, here we go. Joshua Bright. Wait, can I... I'm curious, actually. Estelle. I like these arts, or the art style here. Crafts Morale and Crafts Dual Strike. S-Craft Sever, S-Craft Pummel. Strength Defense, ATS, ADF. Speed, Dexterity, Agility, Movement? RNG? Why do I just have a stat called RNG? There's equipment, orbment. What the heck is orbment? Time quartz only. What does this mean? All quartz okay. Time? Is this like spells? I'm sure I'll figure it out later. Let's hope the game's not too complicated for me. It might be too complicated for me, but we're gonna figure out the hard way. I can save the game like that.
start level 3. There's a standing log for staff practice. Standing log for staff practice. Standing log for staff practice. Whoa! Holy crap, I'm zooming! So there's character positions. Okay. I know that I'm going to be saying this way too early before I probably shouldn't be saying this considering I literally just started the game. But when I see character positions, for some reason the first game that comes to mind when I think of character positions is Live Alive. That's actually a game that I've wanted to play on stream. I have the Switch version, which is really good. But also there's the issue of, I think you're not allowed to show the ending of the game? I don't know if that's changed at all, but I remember you're not supposed to. I know a lot of channels can't do it, so. Eli's Highway. So, I assume this game's probably gonna be random encounters. What's these? North Rollins, 49 Selge. South, Green Gate, 259 Selge. What does Selge mean? Bright House. I don't know what Selge means. City of Roulette. Well, this looks nice. Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either.
We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers.
Well, you're in luck. Today's our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you expect to get away with any less effort.
Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara.
You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Sheriff at the Bracer Guild over there, then. General Goods. We actually need to come get something here. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? There are new ones in stock, like the newest Stregas. You actually already forgotten why we came here to begin with? Now you're at a shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right?
Of course.
You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, still? I'm afraid that the new Stregas aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them around in the afternoon.
Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training in the guild house.
Stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. Get out from the back of my shop.
Morning air, so crisp and fresh. Let's see, it's about time. I watered my lovely flower.
Are you? I don't know. It's hard to tell what voice I should give a character when I don't know their face. Tiny spot. Whee. Bro, you zoom in this game. My goodness. Top of the morning to you, kids.
Good morning, Mr. Elliger.
Good morning, sir. Well, you're up rather early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but today is your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it the last time I had you run the store. Yeah, that's right. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine, Joshua. Now, still on the other hand, I've got good reason to worry. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks she took over the head playing with the boys. Really? So I guess that scatterbrained trait isn't something new, huh? Damn.
I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrained.
Okay, you two, let's not fight now. And shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? Yeah. I want to explore the... Ooh. My goodness, you zoom.
Good morning, Stella. Oh my, what a visit. It's Stella and Joshua. Our names are almost the same. Are you on your way to bracer training? Yeah, and just you watch. I'm gonna pass the exam and be as good a bracer as Shara too. You're darn right you are. I have faith in you. By the way, Stella. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Did you wash your face? How about your teeth? Did you brush them too? Joshua's so fastidious, but you always forget to take care of yourself. Come on, that was a long time ago. You don't do that anymore, right, Joshua?
Now that you mention it, you did take off from the home the other day with your hair all in a mess, right?
That was only because it was an emergency. Miss Ryan got the newest Striker brand sneakers in on that day. Still, yes, you listen to me carefully. For a girl your age, you need to take care of these things. If your appearance is messy, you won't look like someone that people can trust even if you are a bracer. Your appearance is a reflection of what is on the inside. Alright, I'll be more careful from now on. I love that. How about you both get a move on to the guild?
Can't turn the camera in here, it seems. Whee! That is lightning speed. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Uh-oh. Story.
Ah, there you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Ina.
Good morning.
Is Shira here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks.
We'll do our best. Melder's Orb Factory. How those orbits working out for you that we tuned the other time you were here? In your case, still, it's not whether the orbit is good or bad. The problem lies in the way you use it. You're always jumping into things without a second thought, so you end up being slow to learn. If you just start thinking before you start swinging, then you learn twice as much.
Well, excuse me for sucking.
There's no need to get upset. Everyone has these problems when they first start out. If you can get the hang of things, you'll gradually be able to handle them better.
That's right. I'm gonna master using this as quick as I can and suppress even Joshua.
Yeah, whatever. When I first entered this Ace Central Factory, I pretty much couldn't use one of these things either.
Even you couldn't use one, Freddy?
Yeah, but I can still become an engineer even if I can't use one. But since you're aiming to become a bracer, you'll have to learn how.
Yeah.
How about we advance in the story, because it feels like a lot of things are going to be locked out. Upstairs. Are you Shara? Oh, you're the card person.
Star and the Hanged Man.
Ah, Arcanas.
The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured why not? I'm ready to get the show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. Joshua! Shara's picking on me!
Don't worry, Shara. While Stillmate hates studying and rarely ever does her homework, X-Ray Ashley is overly naive and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbit with some practice. Eventually. Probably.
I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me.
You're right, I wasn't. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits as accurately.
Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this. I was trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You can't read the cards?
Well, that's surprising to hear.
Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. That's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training.
I feel like that's going to become very relevant very soon.
I'll give you a brief rundown on all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And, Estelle, make sure you pay close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah.
Okay, so let's learn about orbits.
Orbits are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or process septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and every other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships.
So basically, they're magic heart. They're like mechanical magic hearts in a way.
In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbal Revolution.
Okay. What about bracers?
Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect the civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region.
Okay, so we're kind of like, I guess, police? The Liberal Kingdom.
The King of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Azimurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent. It is known for its high level of technology used to develop ultimates. Ultimate technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence and has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace.
Okay, I guess that's all.
Let's see, since we got amounts of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara? How's today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time, you'll have to go and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yeah, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit in our day with my tush parked at a desk. Guess I got all worried for nothing.
Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle.
Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have it.
What are we doing?
Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. Before that, there's something we need to give the both of you. Aina, are you ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two. Go get one for each of yourselves.
Yeah?
These are very important, so make sure not to lose them.
Bracer notebook.
Bracer notebooks serve as an official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and wear, these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down.
Understood.
Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain.
Oh boy.
Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Giving an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there.
When the bulletin board is approached, a exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. Let's check it out. Training retrieval, new. Client Sherazard, pay 500 Mira, details direct request. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. Details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will automatically be recorded in the Bracer Notebook. The Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab in the IMS menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer Book shortcut button on the configuration menu.
Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style.
Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer called for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude.
I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. But before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get you to work on your next task.
What will we be doing this time?
We're heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay.
back here again.
Here's where you'll learn how to use an Orbital Factory services. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use Orbital Arts. Arts have a wider range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The Brazier business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these Orbital Factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here.
No problem. Leave everything to me. So, what is it that you would like to know about?
Alright, let's start from the beginning. Orbments.
Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and makes it possible to use magic. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an Orbital Factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of Sepith too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible.
Okay, so EP is our magic stat, so it's SP, MP, whatever. It's EP this time. EP. And our max EP will increase according to the number of open slots. So again, as he's saying, as soon as I can get the Sepith needed to upgrade it, upgrade it.
So, what is it you would like to know about?
Orbital Arts.
Simply put, Orbital Arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since Orbital Arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been calling them that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must be first synthesized at an Orbital Factory. Orbments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those parts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I have described, but I think this information should suffice for now.
Okay. Quartz.
Quartz are circuits made from Sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until the quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide where you will be installing it ahead of time.
Okay, and what about Sepith?
Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types: earth, brown, water, blue, fire, red, wind, green, time, black, space, gold, and mirage, silver.
Okay. Earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, and mirage.
Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere, but at the Orbital Factory it can be used to synthesize quartz into open orbment slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. So what do you would like to know?
Not that. I literally just said that. Alright, I think I get it.
Looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use your services here. For that, you're going to need some Sepith.
Receive several of each type of elemental Sepith.
With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally at a shop, you would be able to exchange Sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service.
Upon approaching the counter, a talk mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select Modify or Trade Use at Orbital Factory Services. Okay, so... Oh, I talked to this guy. Modify / trade. So, slots. So Joshua can only equip a... So already open. Okay, hang on. So action. So synthesize, so defense. So hang on, so Joshua. So if I do this, I synthesize action. And then so Joshua, I can put in an action. So Orbital Arts, Clock Up, and Soul Blur. Clock Up, time single is support skill. Speeds up the flow of time, increasing speed by 25%. Soul Blur emits a time-space shaking pulse, faint 20%. Okay. So all chords, okay, so I can do defense, and HP, attack, or evade. I guess for now... So, water heals 200 HP for a single ally. Aqua Bleed shoots a heavy stream of water at enemies. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand it slowly. Large boulder. Okay. We'll just do HP for now. You have both recovery and attack arts. It appears that you don't need any more instruction from me about how to do this task. If you balance your arts between each other like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your Bracer notebooks contain information about which chords allow you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and chords charts in your Bracer notebook and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last fall, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot in your augments. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Now I want you to use the Sepith and open a slot on each of your augments. Go ahead and decide which slots you're going to open. Okay, so... Modifying trade slots, Estelle. And Joshua. Slot 6 or 2 can be open. When do I want to open up slot 2? I can't open the other slot now. I can equip any type of quartz here. Okay, so... I don't know what, like, each character specialized in. Again, we're gonna probably figure out this game through a lot of trial and error, I can imagine, already. Let's go for defense, why not? Since your central slot is limited to a certain elemental, it would be best to increase your augments number of open slots early on. This concludes your training here at the Obel Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you say the test? You can't honestly tell me you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild. And humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little less yapping and a little more walking?
Whee! Well, help me! Well, Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help.
Don't mention it. And good luck with that test of yours. Will you room for you?
And remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua!
All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point.
Understood.
Huh? What's wrong, Estelle?
Shara?
Well, now, I was kind of wondering, but is this not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something?
Damn.
You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your bracer notebooks. Unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure that job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells? Yet? What a relief. Oh, divine Eidos. I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers.
So what you're really saying is that you thought it would be a paper test? No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory.
I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in the classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed.
I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all.
What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just so you know though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine what kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let loose. But if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Rollins for sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to be worried about getting lost either. However, there are real, living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let you down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tear Balm. Monster Guide. What's this book for? It's called a Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in here.
Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. It's a pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara.
I'll put it to good use.
Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test.
Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure to treat it as such. So now we're probably going to start getting into combat. Why is there a rat symbol on the bottom right? Could also probably save the game here. Rat symbol. Oh! There appears to be a recovery point set up over there. Let's use it for HP and EP become low before engaging any further battles. Ornament charging stations are recovery points set up in dangerous areas. As recovery points approach, a mark will appear and two choices will be selected. Will be displayed by pressing the OK button. By selecting the rest option, all HP and EP will be restored.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Alright.
Monsters at 12 o'clock.
Careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side.
Got it.
Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They will become invisible as you approach them. Conditions at the start of battle will change depending on how monsters engage. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantageous. Alright, here we go. Yo, this music, though? What in the world? Battle order bar. Indicate two attacks first. It starts from the top and moves down. Okay, so... Bro, this... Attack an enemy. You may also use it to move if you are using a mouse and click an empty location. The highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Selecting a target in this area will move the character attack. When an enemy is out of range, a blink icon will appear on your cursor. Selecting an out-of-range target will move the character as close to it as possible, but no attack will be performed.
Okay. So there's one. Whee! I can speed up. So I can just move two. I guess let's go here. I feel like I've heard this song before somewhere, actually. Bro, he's not even fighting back. Die. Yippee!
Let's move out.
Got a juicy bone. Okay. I've somehow ran out of EP. Okay. Bugs? Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks.
Okay.
Arts are effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. Arts also make long-range attacks possible, but they require time to be cast. EP is consumed when arts are used. EP can be recovered by resting in inns, hotels, or by using charge station or other items like an EP charge. I feel like I've actually heard this song before somewhere. Arts are effective against foes which are difficult to hit with a weapon or those on which physical attacks have little effect. It takes time before arts can be cast. Also, EP is consumed when arts are cast. All arts have an element. Determine the element most effective against your foe and use it. Okay, so arts. So let's do an attack. Moth clusters. I have... Let's do this.
Stone hammer! Aqua bleed!
Piece of cake.
Alright. Crisp onion. Hello there. Estelle, let's try using crafts this time around. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that. Crafts have range limits but can be utilized instantly. CP is gained by dealing out or receiving damage during battle. So they're like special attacks? Hint. Crafts are character-specific skills which not only deal out damage but also have a broad range of effects. Using crafts consumes CP. CP is gradually gained by dealing out or receiving damage in battle. Morale or pummel? Well, I can only use morale right now. Morale!
Come on.
Strength!
Dual strike. Uh-oh. Attack! Alright. Very
Piece
nice.
of cake.
I feel like I should go heal now. Whee! Considering how fast I am, I'd be a fool not to heal at this point. My goodness, you really just zoom. Whee! Ooh, chest. Reviving Balm. Because of you. Nice work, hero. Thanks, game. Howdy there. What surprise. Another creepy thing. I wish there was an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an S-Craft or S-Break should do the trick for just about any enemy. Catch is, our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves. These devastating attacks can only be unleashed when the CP gauge is above 100. S-Breaks are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order. S-Crafts, which are unleashed as S-Breaks, can be changed by going to the tactics and then set S-Break within the main menu. Strike! These are actions which allow S-Breaks. These are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the bell or once the CP gauge has reached 0. S-Crafts which will be used as S-Breaks can be changed by going to Tactics and then set S-Breaks within the main menu. Press this button to unleash. An S-Break cannot be unleashed unless under this condition. Now press the button and try unleashing an S-Break. If you're using keyboard, you may use the 1 to 4 arrow keys. Ah.
Pummel.
Here I come.
Screw you. Or miss. Miss. Ow, brother.
Let's do this!
Sever. Very nice.
Okay.
Juicy bone, curative horn. Howdy.
So that's the treasure chest we're after, huh? If we made this far, the rest is gonna be a piece of cake.
Seems like we got a little breathing room at least. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. During battle, there are several bonuses which can be allotted to turns. Turn bonuses will have the same effect regardless of whether they are allowed to an ally or a foe. Using S-Breaks to ignore the battle order makes it easy to jump in and strip an enemy of their turn bonus. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I do not know what you just told me. These icons indicate the bonuses allotted to the battle order. If a bonus icon appears next to a character's icon, they will receive that bonus. So this heals HP, this is Sephiroth, etc. Indicates the effects of each icon. Okay, so I heal each turn if I have that effect. Okay. But enemies can have those too. It's probably best to get these guys out of the way first, I would imagine. Ow. 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 Healed. Oh, I see. Okay. I think I get it. I see. I think I get it. So if I attack... Well, I want you out of the way. Ow. How about Soul Blur?
Strike!
Let's do this. Game. Not that.
Take!
And mother. Alright.
Alright, we're good to go.
Whew. This battle system is definitely going to take some getting used to, I feel. It's definitely not something that I'm accustomed to. And it definitely feels more than I'm used. It definitely is a lot more to keep track of than I'm normally okay with. But I'm sure I'll hopefully figure it out. Anyways, what do we got? Small box, too.
That's weird. There are a couple small boxes inside the treasure chest. The fact that there's not just one but two is kind of interesting too. Wonder what's inside.
Remember, Estelle, our mission is to search and retrieve only. Pretty sure looking inside these boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective.
You're not fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. We need to get away with a teensy-weensy peek, right?
If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means be my guest.
Did you just say the F word?
Yeah, opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. And as long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them.
I know you're right, Josh, but I just can't help myself.
If you absolutely have to know what's inside, why not ask Miss Shara when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here.
Alright.
Nothing that way. Appears to be locked. Okay. We got the boxes.
Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're the real deal, alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. How's a close one?
Figured she would try and set us up like that.
Congratulations to the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something like that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Shara, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now. Let's get back to work. You two still have some things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you just say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you're both tired, but this is no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. Is this day going to be over? Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line's in sight.
Agreed. Seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal.
Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild branch. And as you already know by now, Aina is in charge here at the Roland branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training?
Upon approaching the counter, press talk. Pressing OK. A button will display a list of options. Select report to report to the guild. Report. Receive payment for training retrieval. Gained BP. Current rank is Junior Bracer 9th class.
Good job, you two. Seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note is that depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you will receive. You'll also accumulate points which are known as BP, Bracer Points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a Bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you'll advance in rank as a Bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of a Junior Bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and working hard. The amount of Mira and BP you will receive will also be recorded in your Bracer notebooks, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left now is to finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Aina. And sorry for putting more work on your plate than usual today. Don't worry about it. Training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these to the bone in any case. To the bone?
And knowing Shara, it'll involve the whip. Thanks.
Let me say it again. Good work. You two have now officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you'll be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then.
Sherazard holds out 2 small boxes.
Aren't those boxes the ones...
In answer to your question, yes.
These are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. Are you saying that's okay if we open them?
That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside?
Sweet.
All right, let's have a look. Estelle and Joshua open the boxes. Pins! Receive Junior Bracer Emblem.
This crest is... This mean that we're...
Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome into the fold.
Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild.
So I'm a bracer now, huh? I think the realization is only just now beginning to sink in.
Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world! We did it!
I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed.
I hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my attention immediately. We understand. You have been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just wanted to say thanks.
Likewise. I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara.
Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of a brace's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes, and it was a long time ago when your father, Cassius, trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought.
Bye.
I just don't get it.
Get what?
This is Sherazard, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father.
No good at middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion.
Huh?
Never mind. Let's hurry up and head home. We should let Dad know that we qualified as junior bracers.
Right.
Whee! Any new jobs? No? Hi.
Hi there, Estelle and Joshua.
Oh, hi, Ridge.
Looks like your training's over, isn't it? I'm humbled to know that you two are the youngest ever to pass the bracer exam. I look forward to working with you in the same capacity.
Ourselves as well.
I have to get back to work now, but if there's something you don't understand, give me a holler.
Your key? Nothing to report. Well, let's head back, I guess. Child.
Hurry up and come on! Wait for me, Luke!
Hi.
Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh, great. It's Estelle. Hi there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp. What's with the "oh great, it's Estelle" remark? And what's the big hurry? How about telling us where you're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business? You're acting like you're a bracer, you wanna be. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks that there's better tasting milk in Liberal than the milk that comes from the Purzel farm. No way! You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers.
More like bracers in training, really. Don't think you should be getting on your high horse just yet, Estelle. Now a high pony, on the other hand.
Quit being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck and cynical brat you call a friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can accept that Joshua would get braced for me, but getting past by the likes of Estelle... What's the like of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people allowed. And that means no little kids who are still going to Sunday school.
I don't know how I should put this, Estelle, but, Sunday school is dying to have you back.
You better watch out, Estelle. I'm gonna train at my secret base, and before you know it, I'm gonna be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. All right, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua.
How much you want to bet we're gonna have to go save those kids later? I will put $10 on the line. I'm not giving it to anybody. I just will have $10 on the line.
That boy, Luke. He's always trying to pick a fight with me. Where he just plain hates me or something.
Rather, I think it's the exact opposite.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but some of it makes me a bit curious.
I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times.
Oh boy. That's not really what I meant by curious. Should we go check it out? Find them. Wow, we can actually just flat out explore. What? I still can't get over the speed at which you zoom. Landing port. Meow. Dangerous and combustible items not allowed. I'm sorry, what?
Alan's off in his little world again.
This guy's obsessed with Charizard, it seems. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you to your fantasies. Farewell. I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess that we probably can't find, the, Esper child. I'm going to go ahead and assume we can't actually find the kids. Wait, it's just now processing what this little girl's just said. What? Excuse you! Readers? What is wrong with— No, child! Get away from the child! Ah! How do I get out of here, to be honest with you? It was 2 shops. Yo, they got guns here? Where's your train go?
I don't know what your chest means. I shouldn't expect anything less from Cassie's kids.
But we're still bracers in training.
I see, but, well, I knew you were going to have to give up your part-time job here sooner or later.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, don't sweat it. I knew it happened eventually when I hired you on. It's a shame, though. There's hardly anyone out there with as good an eye for weapons as you. But that's the path you've chosen, so get out there and show us what you're made of.
Pile rod, kunai, leather vest, armor vest, leather boots, spikes, silver earring, prevents poison, prevents blind with the white bracelet, and black bingle prevents sleep. Joshua can use the kunai, while Estelle can use the pile rod. Oh, wait. It just now occurs to me. Oh, hey. I see. I can look at some things that I'm actually kind of curious about here. Can I look at, like, parameter? Here we go. Here's what I want to look at. RNG is attack range. Okay, so it's range, not luck. Indicates of weapons fire range. ADF is magic defense, and ATS is magic strength. Got it. Turn speed for speed. Higher value, less time between turns. Okay. Dexterity, higher value, easier to land hits. Agility, easier to avoid attacks. Movement, indicates the range of movement for 1 turn. Okay, this is a really cool thing. I ended up hitting the triangle button on accident, and I somehow found this out. Okay. I feel like this is gonna be really helpful to have. Hey. Wait, perks. When total BP reaches fixed amount, the bracelet level will increase and a special item will be awarded. Level 1 is a gladiator belt, recovers CP during battle. Level 2 is a grail locket, immune to status effects. Level 3 is a death blow 1, 10% chance to kill enemy. Level 4 is strike, 10% chance to critically strike. Level 5 is haze, makes enemies ignore you. Level 6 is petrify, 10% chance to petrify an enemy. Level 7 is eagle eye, see enemies from a distance. And level 8 is information, perceive enemy status. Interesting. There's cooking. We don't even know what cooking does. skills. Magic setup. Connected, stalled. What I might consider doing is, in free time, maybe I'll just fight monsters and get a bunch of septium and what have you. Oh. That's picked up a oh, right! Forgot about that! Whoops. But I also wanted to go back to the Orbital Factory and see, can I slot Estelle? I can't open yet. I don't have the Sepith available. Yeah, again, I might consider in my free time. Ooh, I can actually make more stuff here. I'm thinking I might try and make one of everything just so I have options. So let's see, hit one, Mirage Elemental Value, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know, we'll try and make one of everything as we can. Again, I'll probably just end up doing stuff outside of recordings. Potentially. And you said I can trade these in for money? So like one Mirage is 10, one Space is 10. Are they just all... Okay, Fire is 8. Okay. Again, it does seem like you can get... I forgot again. Hey there.
Hi there, Estelle and Joshua. How can I help you? Did you manage to become braces?
You bet we did. Maybe I should have you start calling me Hyper Bracer Estelle from now on.
By the way, Mr. Renan, did the library news come in?
Yeah, came in a little afternoon.
Don't brush me off like that, you two. Oh, whatever. I'll take one copy then.
Now comes to 100 Mira, please.
I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine, but does it really sell that well?
It sure does. The Library News has an excellent reporter and camerawoman who have done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. One more thing before you go. This gift is my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample of an item I received with my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me.
Recipe book.
What's this supposed to be for? There's a ton of blank pages.
It's a recipe book, isn't it?
You got it. When you get hurt fighting, if you just limit yourself to healing bombs all the time, you're going to cut pretty deep into your wallets. This is where a recipe book comes into play. If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free. Assuming you have all the ingredients anyway, so if you eat something new, write down what's in it, and you'll have lots of recipes in no time. How about we try this out? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Estelle.
The cookie.
Well, I've made it a personal rule never to turn down sweets.
Num. Learn the maple cookie recipe. By consuming the cookie, I have learned what the cookie is made of.
Basically, all you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. As you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before.
Well, that sounds pretty convenient.
It's not that I don't like cooking and all, it's just that I never seem to get any better. I'd sure love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life.
That's the spirit. And in passing, you'll be in need of ingredients. And in passing, if you're in need of ingredients, I'll be delighted to service your cooking needs.
You really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Renan.
Thank you for the recipe book. We'll put it to good use. Eating the recommended dish at restaurants or using the to-go meals adds the recipe to the recipe book. By selecting a recipe book, all learned recipes will display. As long as the necessary ingredients are available, the food can be made. There are two types of food: sit-down meals, which must be eaten on the spot, and to-go meals, which can be carried as items. Sit-down meals cannot be carried as items. Ingredients used for cooking can be bought at stores or acquired from monsters. So... How do I eat? I should probably save the game as well. How doth one eat, though? Or cook? I guess I need a rest spot. Actually, I should check what you have. Tear Bomb, 200 HP. Purging Bomb cures poison, seal, blind. I'll take two of these, why not? Reviving Balm, I have one of these. Installing Tape cures mute. Take two. EP Charge, that's 500, and then a bunch of ingredients. For now, I won't bother.
Estelle, Joshua, I'm glad I found you two.
Aina?
Oh, hi, Aina.
Something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry.
We got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago.
What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble?
I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Rodent. You mean the Tower of Esmalas? Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Sherazade is out on other bracer business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. You two only just became qualified. You only just qualified to be junior braces today.
With all due respect, I believe that Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up to the boys before they reach the tower.
I understand. I will take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of those children. Roger that.
Understood.
The Esmalis Tower can be reached by taking the western path at the junction along the Malga Trail. You can get on onto the Malga Trail through Rodent's northwest gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. It's our first real job. Come on, Joshua. We don't have any time to lose.
I'm right behind you. Northern exit, you say? This is not a northern exit. For all the work I do here. Ah, there's my recipe. To go heals HP. How many recipes are there? There's a lot of recipes. Here? Malga Trail. Whoa, hi there.
Preemptive attack.
Flying Feline. Guess I could do a craft attack just to get something out of the way quickly. That didn't hurt. Not enough, at least.
Aqua Bleed.
Critical! And I should just be able to kill you if I don't miss. Ow!
Yippee!
Alright, we're good to go.
Beast flesh. Alright, again, I won't deny I'm slightly worried that I'm not gonna be good at this fighting style, this game style of fighting. I'll definitely try my best. What the heck is this thing? Elemental efficacy. So I guess the more the higher elemental efficacy, I guess the more damage it deals, so fire is really good, I'm assuming is what this is trying to say. Could also just do, these. You know, I should have considered that you have range attacks. I'm out of...
Believe.
Piece of cake.
Very nice. We might as well fight everything we come across for right now. Oh boy, there's so many.
Aqua Bleed.
Soul Blast. It didn't kill.
Critical.
Go for an attack. If that would have missed, I would have been so sad. Probably just be using melee attacks more. Maybe even crafts here. See ya!
That's that then. Let's move.
A lot more Sepith. Hello there. Maybe I should consider oh boy. I should probably consider equipping fire. I want to take out one guaranteed. What does that symbol mean that I'm about to get for strength up? Pain. Heal. Here. Ah, much better. Though I am out. Whee!
Alright, we're good.
Keep her going. Ah, chest. Reviving bomb. A lonely dead spider. Do I just need to be checking everything for dialogue? Oh dear, there's a lot here actually. I'm pummeling you. Parrot. Alright, that's one down. Ow. What did it say he was doing? Dual strike. And we're done here.
Piece of cake.
Still learned taunt. I'm assuming that, did Joshua learn something too? No, he did not, but taunt. Can I not? Can't see what taunt does. Unless, wait. I can get different ones there. Lonely dead spider. Oh, by leveling up I got all my EP and HP back. Okay, that's good to know. South Roland, North Malgamine, West Esmela's Tower. This is where we're supposed to go, right? Hi there. This murder. I should really be putting on fire. Ow. Ow. Bro. Speed up. Miss. Woo! Perish.
Alright, we're good to go.
I can't make it.
I need a heal. Oh, finally. Sweet. Oh, wow. Not that. Aqua Bleed. Alright, I think I'm starting to understand it more. I was definitely very nervous at first looking at everything that was being said in the game, but I think I'm starting to get it a bit more. It feels like there's a lot that's thrown at you all of a sudden, but taking a step back, it's kind of just, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Oh, hello. So, this is the tower.
Looks like we come all the way to the Esmeralda's Tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail, so do you think they've wandered inside?
It's quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. Looks like we'll need to hurry.
Right.
Anything around out here? I don't know if mini... I should be checking, but does the minimap actually show treasure chests?
It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're only on the first floor of this place.
Did you hear that? They really did come in here.
Estelle? Are you alright?
Luke! Pat! If you can hear me, answer me now! Those little brats, are they pretending they can't hear me?
And I've climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry up and see if we can find them. I should probably go ahead and save, shouldn't I? Anything around here? Where's the map? Sorry, I was getting distracted. Nothing there. Hello?
What are we gonna do? Help!
Run with Joshua.
Let's go, Joshua.
Right, I've got your back. Come on.
Monsters go somewhere else.
Chew on this.
See ya.
Still, what are you doing here? Joshua, you're here too.
Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around.
We'll take care of them.
Ooh.
Protect all NPCs. If an NPC HP reaches 0, the game... Oh, God. I didn't realize I was getting myself into protect NPC quests. Please tell me they don't move around and do stupid stuff. They're gonna move around and do stupid stuff, aren't they? No, you idiot child.
Sever.
That's that then. Let's move
The
out.
NPCs are alive. Alright.
Looks like that's that.
Yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe too. By the way, that was great timing in the way you blitzed those monsters, Estelle.
You really think so?
Is it safe now? Oh man, that was awesome!
That we...
Really show them, Estelle. Not bad for a girl.
You little twerp.
Bonk.
That hurts. What are you trying to do to me?
What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Pat all the way up here against his will.
Nope, you're not escaping this time.
It's time to think about what you did today.
You're not escaping this.
You're hurting me. Stop. I said stop it, you violent she-devil.
So this is the things I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like it's time to give you some of my special discipline.
Alright, so I'm sorry. Everything was my fault. Estelle, don't we forgive each other like that they teach at school?
Sprat doesn't need,
Guys, there's a monster behind us.
Sprat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick.
Still behind you!
Something with teeth. It's something with teeth, isn't it?
Yep, it is. It's a flying fish.
Nice monster.
I'm not gonna make it in time. Ah, whoa!
Huh?
Dad, you came. Hello, Cassius. You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. That's part of what it means to be a bracer.
Dad? What are you doing here?
I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Ina. I'll give you a point for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely.
I really messed up, didn't I?
It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry. I should have been watching your back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk?
I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Wright. You're like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle.
Of course I was. I'm a father. Alright, everyone. Let's file on out of here.
I'm with you, Mr. Wright.
Well, at least all well that ends well.
Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my behind. Why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide.
That's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright.
Well, it seems like you've had quite a day. That is just unbelievable. The second we get back to Roland, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. Sheer nerve, I tell you.
There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back home safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Receive payment for child rescue. Gain some more BP.
You did well for your first assignment. From the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? And I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I appreciate your help again. Sure.
How about we head home too?
I guess we better. I've still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead?
Letter to Cassius.
I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches.
One of the guild's foreign branches.
As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberal isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zemurian continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it.
Sounds good. No current jobs. Dang. Well, that was interesting.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hey, Joshua. Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer?
Why not? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff. And your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress.
Really? You think so?
Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at that tower?
Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future.
That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know.
Huh?
If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like that, what happened today, discourage you?
Joshua... You're right. This isn't like me at all.
I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up.
Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit.
I'll overlook it this time. And thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear.
Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Let's save the game again, just in case. How do we get back? This way? Hello? Home sweet home. Where's the father? Hello!
We're home, Dad. We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to.
Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it.
Don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got that copy of the Liberal News that you wanted. There was this letter for you at the guild, too.
Hand over the Liberal News and get letter. A letter, huh?
Well, I'm gonna get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there.
I see you're being rather gracious today. Papa's happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. Uh-oh.
In your dreams. I swear, the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up.
Well, I guess she's not as depressed as I thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work, and overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand up on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again.
Are the eggs supposed to explode like that? I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No, wait, cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, once more.
That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling when we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the table. Alright then, let's see what this letter is all about, shall we? Cassius cuts the letter seal. A message from the Erebonian Empire. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh dear. What happened? Well, this is a surprise.
This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel.
I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef.
This is raw talent at its best. Today it certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. Qualified junior bracers had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time.
Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Damn, what the hell?
Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice?
Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle.
Thanks, Dad. Wait, business?
Are you really leaving again? Yes. Something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while.
Hold on a minute. You're leaving when?
Tomorrow morning.
I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon.
It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? No, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away.
What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some fake excuse like that and take off for who knows how long.
We have to accept it, Estelle. Bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help.
I know. But what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you?
Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead?
What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing?
I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish. And I'll ask Sherazad to handle the difficult ones. So, what do you say?
Sure. Sure. Of course we will. You're okay with doing these too, right, Joshua?
Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. That's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Aina know about the change of plan before I leave.
Alright. I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so you don't tarnish your name while you're gone.
Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter. Papa's so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle's grown up to be such a lovely young woman.
Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have to pay you back for the last 16 years.
I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild.
Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will we be on tomorrow? One head for Gransel or the one head for Bose? I'll be on the one head for Gransel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning.
That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I better set my alarm clock just in case. Sleepy time.
Oh. What are you doing? Is Joshua gonna come outside? Why do I get the feeling Joshua's about to come outside? Yep, I knew it. Dad. I still awake, Joshua? Yo. You better hold off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass.
Actually, what I should be saying here is, don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10.
That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence. There appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? Sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt. That's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian Embassy to see what turns up. Understood. Make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you as too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? So it's been 5 years since that. How does time fly? It sure does seem that way. But what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. But I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. I wonder what happened. Prologue, A Father's Love, A New Beginning. Big aircraft. Very big aircraft. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I won't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either.
For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. Well, you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work. You're not getting any younger, you know.
Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Sherazad, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute.
Please, don't be.
I'm slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be humble, Silver Streak. And I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two.
You just leave that to me. Is signing up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you?
You definitely understand the way I think. Oh dear.
What's this all about?
Looks like a mutual understanding between master and pupil.
The Grand Slope-bound airliner, Lind, will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now.
Oh, better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here while you're gone.
Hurry back.
When you're done with your work, make sure you come straight home and no goofing off.
Is that any way to see your beloved papa off? Oh well, I'll try my best to come home as soon as I can. Alright, you two. Be good while I'm gone.
Farewell. Take flight.
Okay, now what? He's gone. Again.
Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time. When it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on those jobs your father left for me. If you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do. But first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see if what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks.
We'll do our best. So, what do you want to do now, Stell? Shall we go stop by the guild?
Yeah, we should probably talk to Aina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go!
Shall we?
Whee.
Children!
Bye-bye. Whee.
You can't escape me.
Hello.
Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I've lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here? Isn't that where Tio lives? Yeah. I seem to have heard that name somewhere before.
Theo Purzel. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Purzel family, Purzel farm owner's daughter.
Oh, really? It's actually the Purzel farm that's put in a request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody's been hurt, but the owner and his family are being upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild has received an extermination request. I never expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there, right now. Here, take this with you.
Guild referral.
This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Tio's father pretty well, so I don't think it's necessary. But we'll take it just in case.
Can I pick up other jobs? Yes, I can. Find the shiny rock. Term long. Charles, 30 Mira, difficulty easy. I'd like someone to find my shiny rocks. Please speak to me directly for details. I think I might have dropped it behind Melder's Orbital Factory. And Milch Main Road Monster. A ferocious monster known as a pine plant has been spotted roving the Milch Main Road. Bracers from this branch request to deal with this threat immediately. Okay. When you say you dropped it behind the Melder's Orb Shop...
This is really weird. Where could it have gone? Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around here, didn't you? Huh? A shiny rock? Yeah, that's right. One that sparkles. You didn't see a rock like that lying around here anywhere, did you? Are you saying you lost something? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Do you know what you might have where you might have dropped it?
My mom was calling for me, so I ran over to the general goods store where she was. I know I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here, it was gone.
When you say general goods store, you mean Mr. Reinund's store, right? Did you look in front of his store?
Obviously, that's the first place I looked. You only need to treat me like a little kid, you know.
My, aren't you a charmer?
Well, I already asked the Bracer Guild to help find it, so I'm sure it'll show up sooner or later. If you happen to come across it, give me a holler straight away. It'll probably be around.
Guess you're old enough you don't have to tell you that in your brace too. Airliner bound. Did he check in front of Renan's store?
Huh?
What's the matter?
I wonder what that is. There's something shining down through the sewer grate. Wait,
You're right. Looks like something must have fallen through.
sewers?
Don't tell me you forgot about the sewers already.
You know, the smelly monster-infested place we were in not that long ago.
Oh, right.
Those sewers.
We went there during our practical training, right? Right? The entrance to sewer should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in what's down there, how about we check it out a little later?
Sure, let's do it.
Alright, so let's actually go ahead and head over. Where is the chapel? It just occurs to me. I don't even know where the chapel is. Curious.
Definitely not there.
Where am I going? No. Here. Although, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save, and we're going to go ahead and end it here for today. I think.
This is definitely a very interesting game so far.
Again, a bit worried about the combat, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. But we'll get to that next time. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace.